Hi everybody, welcome to week 3. I just wanted to go over a couple of things that you're going to see in the file for this week, excuse me, so you know what you were looking at. One of the things I'm hearing in your discussions, and it's actually good, this is a good thing, is that you have concerns about bias and you have concerns about the findings of your study being valid. And when you're looking at qualitative research, that is obviously something that you want to always have in the back of your mind, right? Are my findings valid? Am I approaching this as objectively as possible? It's qualitative, so by definition, absolute objectivity is impossible. But there are things that you can do to support the findings that you have and to help validate the work. One of the things that I wrote about and that you've talked about a little bit this week is that from the beginning of your study, you need to be upfront about your ontological and epistemological positioning. So the reader has to know where you are positioned in terms of your philosophy, your practice, your theoretical approach. Because that's going to color how you interpret everything. But if you're transparent about that, and if you lay that foundation from the beginning and position yourself that way, then the readers can follow your logic, they can make sense of your findings, and it won't be like a surprise at the end, and they go, oh, well, he only feels this way because of, you know, his life experience or his teaching experience or whatever. So transparency is key from the beginning. But the other thing that you can do is to triangulate. Your textbook rushes past this pretty quickly. There's another textbook by Yin that actually explores this much more in depth. If you don't have that book, that's fine because there are plenty of resources available. So what I have in your week 3 folder is the video that Dr. Brinkley did when she taught this class. She talks a little bit about case study versus phenomenological. We'll just move past that. And she talks about triangulation. She also talks about scheduling appointments to meet with her. Ignore that. Puppies are awake. She took a week off in the middle of that course, and so she met with every student beforehand before she kind of went off the radar for a bit. You don't need to call me and make an appointment. We will deal with that later. Oh, they just got in trouble. Okay. But her information about triangulation is good, and she's got a nice graphic. I also have a longer video from a gentleman who does a lot of videos about qualitative research. This is a really good podcast about triangulation that I think gives you background on it and helps you understand methods of triangulation. So that's good to look at. And I also have linked at the very bottom an article, well, a whole journal. My dean, her name is Dr. Jill Lane. When she did her dissertation, she did a phenomenological study of a new teacher program, which I thought would be really helpful for Sherry to take a look at. But after rereading it, I think it would be helpful for all of you to take a look at because she justifies her approach. So if you get down to methodology, data collection, procedures, all of that stuff, she explains why that approach worked for the subject. And I think that can be helpful for all of you when you're thinking about what approach to take and how you're going to justify that in writing, actually in the study. So that is there for you as well. Okay, so tomorrow we celebrate Dr. King, so I hope that you have the day off and you can use that time to do whatever you want. Hopefully rest, read a book that you want to read. That's not going to happen. I know you're going to be catching up on work, which can be its own blessing. So take the day to do what you need to do. If you have any questions, email, text, call, you know where I'm at. All right, everybody, have a great week 3.